Hey guys, before the video starts, this video is brought to you by Doors Coding School. Do you want to develop a high-paying, location-independent skill in 2021? Universities and coding bootcamps cost thousands of dollars and require you to drop your whole life for their program. But what if you could learn how to code over a Zoom call with an expert at your pace, schedule, and at a price tag that fits your budget? Try out Doors Coding School for just $1 for the first 2 weeks, and if you don't like your experience, you can get your dollar back, no questions asked. Check out Doors Coding School in the description below and enjoy the rest of the video. Alrighty boys, listen. We're back. We got some more sensational content. It is 5:30 a.m., the best time for this content. This is where the high level ideas come from. Listen, and high level takes, you know? But yeah. We got a thread titled "The Endless Waiting." Sensational. I can't wait. But before we get into it, like always, just gotta point it out. This is mainly entertainment. It's nothing personal towards nobody. This is just my opinion, my outlook based on what people say in the forums. Don't take it too seriously. Don't get too upset by it. We're just having, a good old time. And just discussing. There you go. So without further ado, let's be linked down below, and let's check out what people have to say. Plus, I got some stuff pulled up that I'm going to show as well. All right, so the endless waiting. So the main guy says, I thought after EA released, this endless waiting would finally end, but now the game is released since 1 year, and I'm still waiting. 1.5.10 is unplayable for me. Will this endless waiting ever end with wait? I'm guessing you want to say Warlords, because Bannerlord. Okay. Well, here's the thing. If 1.5.10 is unplayable, you can always go back to 1.5.9 if it is playable, if you are having a lot of problems with it. I know people are having problems. It is unfortunate, but it is the beta version, so unfortunately, sometimes problems do occur, and if you want a better experience, you can always go back to the 1.5.9 version. Other than that, they did make a post stating that they are expanding the early access past the year mark, which they also stated on their Steam page that they would do if they felt that they were not fully done making the changes they want to make to the game, which I think is a good idea. And I think the longer they keep working at it, the better it will be. I don't think we need to end it off too soon. I know people have the impression that let's end it off soon just so the modders can fix the game and make the game great. I think that we should let the devs actually work and make the game as great as they can make it, and then the mods will be like the sprinkles on top. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I think waiting is fine. I think it's not like it's it's not, how can I explain this? Even if it takes another year or two, people who get very upset and want it to be done very soon, it's like, what's going to change in a year? What's going to change in 6 months? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess your life might change, right? But at the same time, it's like, game-wise, it's like, there's no reason to be impatient with this type of stuff. It's okay if it takes time. Like, I don't know what else to explain it. It's not like you as the player have some deadline that you have to meet, and that the game is somehow, being updated too slow and you're not going to meet your deadline. Like, it's okay, bro. It's okay if it takes a little bit longer. Just be a little bit more patient, and, we're going to get what we're going to get. It's okay. You know what I mean? Waiting is a part of life. It really is. You wait for a lot of stuff in life. It is what it is, man. Patience is a very key thing to have. But yeah, and if you did miss it, here it is right over here. 1 year anniversary recap. For some reason, the pictures don't work on this thread anymore. RIP. But that's not what we're looking for. What we're looking for is right over here. They state, with that in mind, this first anniversary seems like a perfect occasion to take another look at the path we're walking together. Initially, we had estimated that the early access period would last for about a year. And while we are happy with the progress that we've made so far, we feel the game isn't quite ready for its full release just yet. As such, our tentative estimate for the release is Q4 of 2021. So obviously later this year. However, development will continue as long as necessary as we take the time to ensure the game is fun and enjoyable. There it is. So exactly what they said on their Steam. They will extend it if it needs to be extended. Now, there's a lot of reasons why it was extended. The first one is they're not fully done, so they're going to extend it. Makes a lot of sense. Second one, regardless of how your feelings are with what's currently going on in the world, a lot of stuff has changed in the past year. Drastically. Business-wise, a lot of stuff has changed. That's just how it is. A lot more working from home. And like I've said before in previous videos, when you're making a project that revolves around a lot of people working together, it's much easier to be in the same office, being able to just talk to people right away, being able to communicate in a faster way than just using emails, Zooms, and texting and calling and all that. But since all the stuff that happened in the past year, a lot of stuff has gone slowed down, something that was just as easy as walking out of your office and going into somebody else's office and saying, hey, I need this, this, and this. Now you have to email them. You might have to wait a half a day or a full day before they email you back because they might be busy. And you know what I mean? And if you expand that process, let's say you have to do that like 100 times, something that could have took 100 days if you were able to communicate it the same day, might take 200 days now because guess what? You might have to email them for each one of those 100 requests, and it takes a day to reply. So now that's 200 days instead of 100 days. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Everything gets expanded because it's a different environment and people have to get used to it, right? And obviously, it takes some time to readjust to that type of lifestyle. That just is what it is. And with that comes patience. Again, just an end-all, be-all. You gotta have more patience. And and in terms of being unplayable, like I said before, it's the beta. There are some problems for certain people that are playing it. My game is fine right now, 1.5.10, but I have had problems with, for example, with 1.5.8. What I did was I just went back to 1.5.7 for the time being. If you do want to truly play the game right now, then you can always go back to the live patch and it will be a lot more playable for you. What else we got? Did you try to re-optimize your settings? Yeah, you could also try that. Sometimes new updates, they kind of put your settings to the default. They don't do that anymore, but they used to. And yeah, what's it called? Either try to re-optimize, go a little bit down in the graphics, or go down to a different patch. And we got, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Realistically, what are we even waiting for anymore? Here we go. Some magic patch that's going to appear out of nowhere and add features and depth to the game, or just for them to release it so the mods can start coming? I don't know. Alright. He says, realistically, what are we waiting for? Remember this post that I showed? This is the 1-year anniversary recap. This is where they discuss this. This is literally the second paragraph. And look who is the second comment of this. No, not second. Third comment. Third comment. So, bro, if you read the post, you know what's going on, bro. Wow, what's with this change of pace, bro? You know what's going on, bro. You're right here, bro. I even kept scrolling. Like, yeah, you stayed posting on this thread, so what's going on? You know exactly what they're waiting for because they discussed it in this thread that you have commented on. Come on, man. Don't do that. And obviously, there goes the good old take of, let them stop so mods can keep coming in. No, let them finish and then mods can keep coming in. I think that's the better way to do it. What else do we got? He says, good question. Bro, don't listen to him, bro. I have not much hope left, but I cannot easily abandon Mountain Blade. It was one of my first PC games I played. Okay. And it turned out as a good experience, right? So where has all this distrust went, man? Give them time. Same way as Warband became such a great game over time. Give it some time. Again, It just is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same people working on it. Well, I'm guessing new people have joined and some people have left. That's just how stuff works. But yeah, good stuff comes in time. Just give it a little bit of time. What is this? Low expectations. I already got our. Oh my god, bro. What? It's not very forward thinking plan though. Bro, stop with these absolute just negative IQ takes, bro. What is this? They already got our money. Bro, that could be used for everything. Like literally any business transaction, you could use this excuse there. Well, they already got our money. Bro, I hope that people that make these type of comments, I probably can't visit his Steam, can I? I'm not gonna do that. That's fine. But listen, I better not see any of these people who make these comments of they already got our money play any multiplayer game currently out. Any of the top 20 multiplayer games that are currently out right now, I better not see any of those in their libraries or recently played or nothing. Because those top 20 multiplayer games right now have so much microtransactions and they literally make... Well, how much did League of Legends, for example, make like last year off just microtransactions? Wasn't it like in the billions? If I'm not mistaken, maybe I'm overshooting it. But maybe I'm not. But they never say it about like those type of games, you know what I'm saying? But for a single player game with literally zero microtransactions, you're really going to pull the card of they already got our money? That's cap, bro. That's such cap, bro. I'm tired of trying to even explain it anymore. That's such cap, bro. They even said, even for the multiplayer, like a lot of people, you know, try to like say, oh, they already got their money. Bro, they have plans to add cosmetics to the multiplayer, but they said they're not going to do that until they've done everything else. That's pretty much the last step. If they really wanted to, if they were really about getting our money early, wouldn't you think they would have put microtransactions in the game before? You know what I mean? Or when the game first came out, when all the hype was there, when all the people were playing, wouldn't you think it would be smart if that's really what their motive was? If their motive was really getting that money, wouldn't you think they would have just put those microtransactions out there faster? Wouldn't it make more sense? Just saying. Yep, they've done next to nothing in content, packed it up. Again, cap. It just depends on your perspective. I think the what's it called? The patches have been very, very good. You know, over time. Yes, there's stuff still missing. Yes, there's stuff still broken. I'm not going to keep repeating myself because I repeat myself in every single video. But the people who watch it and then try to comment some stuff like, he's always defending, they just skip over the parts where I talk about the stuff that actually is missing, that stuff that I actually want. So I'm going to say it one more time for all the people who don't listen in the back, but they're still not going to listen. They're still going to comment. I know that the siege is still not fixed. I agree it should be fixed, but I understand why it's not fixed. We have gone over this before. Also, I agree there are some features in Warband that I want to see in Bannerlord. I agree with that statement. I agree that feast should definitely be back in. Maybe a marriage scene, something like that. And just, you know, minor features from Warband should also be added. I agree, 100%. There you go. You know what I mean? But I also, you know, disagree with these bad takes. You know, it's kind of weird whenever, like, I do these type of threads. It's like, how can I explain this? Okay, so people on the forums, they always just either shoot left or right. And what I mean by that is, it's never, how can I explain this? It's either they really like the game or they really hate the game. It's never like the in-between where it's just like, you know, I really like this, but I really don't like this. You know what I mean? Because that's how I feel. You know what I mean? I really like a lot of the game, but there's some things that I don't like. And there's stuff that I want fixed, and there's stuff that I think should have already been in the game, and there's stuff that I'm disappointed in the game as well. You know what I'm trying to say? Like that's how I view it. Like I have an opinion that, you know, kind of in a way isn't just based one way, if that kind of makes sense. And that's okay if your opinion is based one way, if you feel that it's, you know, all the way perfect or all the way not perfect. That's fine too. I'm just saying it's just, I don't know. I don't know how else to explain it, to be honest with you. Uh, I mean, if you literally can't run the game at an acceptable frame rate, then it's kind of messed up, and you should definitely hit up tech support. They're gonna tell you the same thing. Either optimize your settings or go down to the live patch until more hotfixes are made for the beta patch. It's very simple. If you can't handle the beta patch, go back to the live patch. It's very simple. Uh, can't wait to see and forget about the franchise. Listen, dog. If you're a veteran on the forums, bro, you listen. You're already sucked into the what's it called, the loop, bro. You're not getting out, bro. It's over, bro. It's over, bro. You're stuck here at this point. Uh. Oh my God, here we go. The dramatics are coming in. Likewise, still a little curious about the Tailworld's end vision will actually look like, while at the same time, and I hate to hear it myself, I'm past caring at this point. That's cap, bro. If you were past caring, you wouldn't be making these posts. You wouldn't be out here posting all. Bro, that's cap, bro. Let's quit the cap, bro. I'm just telling you. But with that being said, you can find out what they want to do. As you being a knight on these forums, that means you spent some time on these forums. That means, me, a person who is not even registered on the forums, if I can find it, then you can find it. So obviously you have this post right over here that we've just gone over. They talk about what has been done and what they plan to do. Also, if you go into the single player and the multiplayer versions right over here, you can find some information and also statements regarding plans for single player and engine. Would you look at that? And then for the multiplayer version, statement regarding plans for multiplayer. It's all right there. That's just, I don't know how easier it can get, And obviously not everything's going to be posted there, because guess what? They don't have to be 100% transparent with you. That's another thing that I don't understand why people feel like, they need to know 100% of what they're doing. It's like, bro, you don't work for them, bro. You're not in the office with them, bro. Like, you're a player of the game, and sometimes being genuinely surprised with new features is not a bad thing. You know what I mean? Like that just, I don't know. It's just, I feel like a lot of people are entitled to, like, know exactly the ins and outs. It's like, bro, chill. It'll be all right. You know what I mean? If they decide to, just pull something out of the hat that wasn't. Oh, and here's another thing. If they decide to pull something out the hat that wasn't asked for, don't get upset. Don't be like, oh, well, this isn't what he asked for. Bro, don't do that. It's just like, just chill. Just relax. You know what I'm saying? If you don't enjoy it, go find something else to do. You know what I mean? Take some time off. Come back with a more positive attitude. And that's it. It's very simple. And most of all, be patient. Because at the end of the day, you got the two options, right? So either be patient and see what happens, and if it doesn't happen, it's not a big deal. Look, let's say we're patient. Let's say you go the patient route, right? And then stuff at the end of the day isn't fixed. You didn't get exactly what you wanted. Well, there's still going to be mods, right? Like, as the people in the forum say, there's still going to be mods at the end of the day. So you're still going to get what you want. At the end of the day, you will still get what you want, whether it's from the game or from the mods. So there you go. You can do the patient route and you're still going to get it at the end. Or you can go the impatient route and stuff gets rushed. Stuff gets what's called broken. And then guess what? Then you won't be able to even play the game because stuff is broken because they rushed it out. Which one would you choose? Wait a little bit longer or just have a broken game? Those are your two extremes, And that's why I think just wait a little bit longer. I think it'll be all right. But yeah, that will do it for me. Another sensational topic. But yeah, in all honesty, if you are having a problem with 1.5.10, go down to 1.5.9 for the time being until you see some hot fixes. Then try out and see if the hot fixes actually change something. Go update your drivers, or whatever drivers you have. Go optimize your settings. They might have gotten reset to default. It happens sometimes. Go invalidate your what do you call that on Steam, where it's like and go invalidate your files, see if all your files are in order. Just go run through the basics. You know what I mean? And if you have an older PC, make sure not a lot of stuff is running in the background and taking up your CPU and GPU if you don't have enough space, and all of that, man. Just do some self care to your PC. Because there's some updates. I've been at those points where I haven't updated my like not Windows drivers, like my Windows update or my drivers for like 2 years, and then I'm just wondering like, why are all my games running so slow? But that might not be the reason. It might actually just be the patch. And if it is, like I said, go down to the live patch and until that is all fixed. But yeah, that'll do it for me. Ask me questions and concerns, and like always, stay safe.